Hello everybody, it's Dimensional Ladies here. I'm Vida. I'm sorry for the very confusing introduction right there. But I'm sorry there have been no videos or anything or any streams. Mental state. I stated it before and I'll state it again. The reason why we don't have a schedule for anything is because our mental state can very much deteriorate very quickly. And we don't want to have a schedule and then try and force ourselves. To go along with it, if that makes sense. I hope it does. If it doesn't, I'm kinda fucked. Now, we're going to be reacting to a MNJ TV Pokemon video. I have actually watched him for quite some time, and only now am I actually going to be doing some reactions. Because why not? Before we begin though, we want to shout out our VGen. If you wish to support us, then you can buy some commissions from us, or anything from our shop. We are unverified right now, and we hope to get verified in the future. And just a word of advice, because for some reason we had to deal with this. I don't know why. If you come to us in our YouTube comments complaining about what we have the right to refuse, that's stated in our TOS, that says more about you than it does about us on what we don't want to do, draw, or have clients be. That says a lot about you than it does about us because of what our rights of refusal says. And if anyone wants to see that, just check out our TOS and you'll see what the hell we're talking about. We deleted the comments so they can avoid harassment, but like, we're judging you. That says a lot about you than it does us. Okay. Good, we got that out of the way. So if you want to support us, then you can get a commission from us. We have a very stylized art style. And if you want to help us get us verified, then that's very, very kind of you. Right now we don't have a sale, but when it's the start of December, we'll have a Christmas sale for the entire month. So if you want to wait until then just go right ahead. Or if you don't want to wait, then just go right ahead. But anyway, let's begin. This is every crazy Pokedex entry in Pokemon Legends ZA by MNJ TV. And I put this in my liked video because I don't have a folder for reactions. But let's get it out of the way. If it'll fools you. There we go.
I went through every Pokedex entry in Pokemon Legends ZA and tracked down all the new ones that I thought were crazy, funny, confusing, disturbing, illogical, or just generally worthy of note. Here's what I found. But be warned, this video will contain extensive spoilers, both for new Mega Evolutions and the story of the game.
I haven't played this game. Specifically, I haven't played Legends CA, but I honestly do not give a shit because I don't want to play it. I mean, like, I love the character customization, but the only reason I'm not playing it is because I don't want to be in a city the entire game. I'd like to explore the entire region of Kalos again. It's one of my favorite regions. I don't want to be stuck in a single city. So that's why I'm not playing it. I have standards. I like to explore my regions. You know? Exploration.
Mega Meganium's entry reads, this Pokemon can fire a tremendously powerful solar beam from its 4 flowers. Another name for this is Mega Soul Cannon. Okay. Why?
What?
Like, why did Mega Meganium's solar beam specifically get another name?
What?
Is it just so they could force us to say, Mega Meganium Mega Soul Cannon?
There's your new tongue twister. Mega Meganium Mega Soul Cannon.
Mega Embor's dex entry reads, brandishing a blazing flame shaped like a serpentine spear, it rushes in to rescue its imperiled allies. When I first saw Mega Embor, I knew the spear had to be a specific reference to something, and I was right. Quoting from Bulbapedia, Ken Sugimori has said that Tepig, Pignite, and Embor were designed in a Chinese style, specifically mentioning the character of Zhang Fei from Romance of the Three Kingdoms as Embor's inspiration.
Oh, I didn't
Zhang
notice at
Fei
all.
was assassinated by his own subordinates and had his head severed and presented for the opposing faction, which may be alluded to in Embor's design, as its head is separated from its body by a wreath of fire. Oh. Yeesh.
Oh god.
Well, anyways,
lordy.
Bulbapedia continues. Mega Embor seems to emphasize the aforementioned inspiration from Zhang Fei, as he was said to own a 1.8 Zhang long serpent spear, a weapon similar to the one Embor obtains upon Mega Evolving. Wanted to call this out? It's a pretty interesting backstory for why Embor now has a stick. Rose Raid's entry reads, it lures prey in with a sweet scent, then finishes them off with the poisonous whips on its arms, either by constricting the prey or skewering them. Rose Raid has many dex entries detailing how it uses its poisonous and thorned whips to kill prey, but this is the first to specifically use the word skewer, which is both graphic and impressive. It's not often you see a flexible whip stab through something. Mega Barbarical's dex entry reads, it uses its many arms to toy with its opponents. This keeps the head extremely busy. This just kind of tickles me. Regular Barbarical's dex entries discuss how the different limbs are all independent, but that the head is in charge. But then when it gets even more arms, it gets more difficult to manage them all. So essentially, Mega Barbarical is herding cats. Mega Stormy's entry reads, its movements have become more human-like. Whether it's simply trying to communicate or wants to supplant humanity is unclear. I was not expecting such an incredibly goofy Pokemon to have such an ominous dex entry. Mega Eternal Flower Floet's entry reads, the Eternal Flower has absorbed all the energy from Mega Evolution. The flower now attacks enemies on its own.
That's a big flower.
Really?
Oh, really?
I had no idea.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Floette! Mega Pyro's
Big-ass
dex
flower.
entry reads, this Pokemon spews flames hotter than 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It swings around its grand blazing mane as it protects its allies. This now ties two other Pokemon for the hottest temperature created by a Pokemon. While most specific temperatures and dex entries will be under 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit, normal Pyroar's flames could actually break 10,000, about as hot as the surface of the sun. But then there's a huge jump to Macargo's body temperature and the magma within Camerup's body, both of which are 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 10,000 degrees Celsius. This means we now have a three-way tie for the highest temperature Pokemon. Although Mega Pyroar got there with flames, not magma. So I need a physicist to tell me which one of those is more impressive.
I'm not a physicist, but in my intuition, I'd go with the flames are more impressive because magma is magma. You get that shit from a volcano. Fire. Flames. You don't get that shit from a volcano. I mean, technically you do, but you know what I mean.
Mega Clefable's dex entry reads, it flies by using the power of moonlight to control gravity.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying Mega Clefable, and my first thought was she was a fairy. Look at her. She's a fairy.
Within a radius of over 32 feet around it. So this seems to be how it's flying, considering I don't really see its wings flapping very much. But also, control gravity? That is so OP. Why is it using Moonblast when it could just make the opponent so heavy that all its bones break? Mega Scolipede.
Oh, or you could just do this. You could just do this the entire time. Just do that. just do that. It's so much. It's so much more fun.
Its entry reads, its deadly venom gives off a faint glow. The venom affects Scoliped's mind, honing its viciousness. I'd been curious as to why Mega Scolipede was Vaporwave.
I thought that too.
Bioluminescent venom is a pretty cool way to justify that. Mega Victory Bell.
It does look like a Vaporwave. Oh shit, I accidentally got out of it. It does look like Vaporwave. I love the Vaporwave aesthetic. It's neon, but it doesn't hurt my eyes. And that's a good thing. Because our eyes get like really bad. We can't handle too much neon.
Entry reads, the volume of this Pokemon's acid has increased due to Mega Evolution, filling its mouth. If it's not careful, the acid will overflow and spill out. If you paid close attention during Mega Victory Bell's release, then you already knew this. But if you missed it, Mega Victory Bell looks like this because it's gotten so full of acid that it had to tie its own mouth shut. And I think that's super creative. And also kind of horrifying for Victory Bell.
We've seen too much Rule 34 of this thing already. Don't question. Seriously, I see it by accident. We see it by accident. But there is too much Rule 34 of this thing. We see it by accident. We're like, okay, girlies, let's go look at our kinks. That's a Mega Victory Bell. Hypnotizing someone. Oh great heavens. Oh great heavens.
The next entry is for Mega Metacham. And when starting to make this video, I initially thought that I wouldn't have any new dex entries for the older Megas. While Gen 6 did not provide dex entries for any Mega Evolutions, Let's Go and the Alola game.
I'm still upset that they didn't give Mega Evolutions fucking dex entries in the original games that they were set in. That would have been so nice to read. I mean, at least they're in these games, but like, in the original games, just a crumb. Just a crumb.
Games did. And since most ZA dex entries are copied from previous games, I assumed that would be true for all of the old Megas. For most, it is. But upon reading Mega Metachams, I realized that if a Pokemon was never in the Alola or Kanto regional dex, then its Mega never got a dex entry.
Yeah.
Therefore, despite Mega Metacham being one of the original X and Y Megas, what I'm about to read to you is its first ever dex entry. Thanks to Mega Evolution, its mental power is limitless. It conjures up arms imbued with malice to defeat its enemies.
What? But he's so calm. Why he malice? Why? Why he malice? No. Why he malice? He's so calm.
Wait, what? The yoga-loving and enlightenment-seeking Pokemon wields cloth-like arms of malice? I expected that from a ghost type, but not you, Metacham. What happened? Too many days eating just one single berry?
It gains the ability to see the aura of its opponents by honing its mind through starvation. Ah, shit, when are we gonna get that in?
And now you wield the energy of hangriness? Mega Gardevoir's first ever dex entry reads, when it
Mega Gardevoir never got one? What the fuck? She's beautiful. She got a wedding dress, and then when she's shiny, she going to a funeral. Why the fuck she got none until now? What the fuck? Not even in a Lola? Not even in a Lola? Depression.
Opens the red plate on its chest and unleashes its heart, its strongest psychic power is released. Question, what does it mean by unleashes its heart? Is that referring to just like sharing its emotions?
I'd assume that.
Or is the crest on its chest its literal heart that has escaped its body?
Oh.
It's probably just the emotions. But
I hope
even
it
just
is.
thinking about that being its literal heart makes me a little queasy.
You're gonna go. You're gonna crack it open like an egg.
Mega Gallade's first ever Dex entry reads, it gets power from the bond it has with its trainer. Mega Evolution has given it plates to slice its enemies and a cape to protect its body.
I don't know what background noise this comes from. It's probably from ZA. I don't know which one it is from the OST, but it's so nice to listen to.
First half of that gets power from the bond with its trainer.
Yeah.
Duh.
Duh.
That's what Mega Evolution is.
Did we all collectively somehow forget what Mega Evolution fucking does?
And then the second half, a cape to protect its body? Did Mega Gallade not watch The Incredibles?
No capes!
Mega Houndoom's entry reads, Houndoom's entire body generates heat when it Mega evolves. Its intense fiery breath turns its opponents to charcoal.
Huh? That doesn't make sense.
Unlike the last few, this is not Mega Houndoom's first Dex entry. In fact, this one is nearly identical to its Ultra Moon entry, but with one surprisingly
Games, the fucking region with probably one of the most darkest entries for a lot of Pokemon. Jeez.
important difference. Instead of charcoal, Ultra Moon says Mega Houndoom burns its opponents to ash. This change from ash to charcoal seems minor, but it's actually completely ridiculous. Ash in this case is not the retired anime protagonist. It is the dust left behind when something is totally burned up, whereas charcoal is formed when organic matter is heated in the absence of air. Because it still has carbon in it, we can use it as a fuel, like in grilling. Burning an opponent to ash makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But burning an opponent to charcoal
It doesn't.
simply does not. Charcoal is
What the
formed in the
fuck?
absence of air, but you can't have fire if there is air, and Houndoom is explicitly using its fiery breath. So to form charcoal, Mega Houndoom would have to place the enemy inside of an oxygen-starved container like a metal barrel and breathe fire on the exterior, like how WikiHow says to make charcoal. It's clearly not doing that. In short,
Obviously.
this one-word alteration to a Dex entry took it from boring to patently absurd.
Doesn't
Mega
make
Altaria's
sense.
first ever Dex entry reads, its down is so soft, it seems as if a touch could melt it. But it's strong enough that just a few strands could be used to hoist a dump truck. Well,
Dump
it seems
truck?
Kim Kardashian has found material for her next underwear line. Mega Autonym.
What the fuck? I was expecting anything else. I was not expecting Kim Kardashian. Fucking Kim Kardashian of all things. Not Altaria. Don't do Altaria like that. Altaria doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve such ridicule. Don't compare her to Kardashians.
Those first ever Dex entry reads, anyone who touches the secondary feelers that have sprouted from the base of its throat will fall into a deep sleep. This feels kind of random, but it also gives me a funny mental image. Like, someone touches, like, Audino's throat and it's like, how dare you!
She fucking karate chops you to sleep.
Lopunny's Dex entry
Lopunny! Oh, I love Lopunny! I want to hug her so badly. She's so pretty.
is another one that is nearly identical to a previous one, but the slight change warrants attention. Its platinum entry reads, the ears appear to be delicate. If they are touched roughly, it kicks with its graceful legs. Meanwhile, its ZA Dex entry reads, this Pokemon's ears are apparently very delicate. They must be handled gently and with care, or else Lopunny will kick you with its graceful legs. My god. Significantly more threatening.
Nah, not significantly more threatening. It makes significant sense because you're the one fucking doing it.
Mega Electros's entry reads,
kind.
it now generates 10 times the electricity it did before Mega Evolving. It discharges this electricity from its false electric, which are made of mucus. At first I thought the arms were like a ghostly energy, But nope,
Mucus?
it's just goo,
Okay.
which is kind of gross.
Ew.
Mega Dragonite.
Okay, whoever did the fucking sponsor bit kind of forgot like a little bit of Grunty Boy. Just a little bit of Grunty Boy. They forgot Grunty Boy.
Entry reads, Mega Evolution has excessively powered up this Pokemon's feelings of kindness. It finishes off its opponents with mercy in its heart. Like Victory Bell, some of you are already aware of this if you paid attention during Mega Dragonite's reveal, but in case you missed it, let me read a blurb to you from Pokemon.com that restates this Dex entry in more explicit terms. For Mega Dragonite, ending a Pokemon match quickly is an act of kindness toward its opponent. Its kind-hearted nature gets amplified when it Mega Evolves, and it launches powerful attacks at its opponent with a smile. Yeah, somehow they managed to make a Pokemon getting nicer absolutely terrifying.
What the fuck?
I care a lot about you. I'll make this quick. Mega Malamar's entry reads, it uses its colorful lights to overwrite the personalities and memories of others.
Yeah, makes sense.
And to control them.
Yep, makes sense. I've already been seeing Rule 34 of this guy. You go on the hypnosis tag, oh lordy. I saw him for a bit, I swear.
Mind control and
I saw him
Malamar's
for a
mind
bit.
control has always been creepy, but like saying it's overriding personalities and memories.
You know that one comic meme that I remember seeing of like the male protagonist going, "Can you make me more confident?" Kind of makes sense now.
Takes it to a whole nother level of disturbing. Mega Dragalge's Dex entry reads, it spits a liquid that causes the regenerative power of cells to run wild. The liquid is deadly poison to everything other than itself.
Oh.
Yeah, so Mega Dragalge gives you cancer. I am not kidding. The fundamental abnormality resulting in the development of cancer is the continual unregulated proliferation of cancer cells. Rather than responding appropriately to the signals that control normal cell behavior, cancer cells grow and divide in an uncontrolled manner, invading normal tissues and organs and eventually spreading throughout the body. The regenerative power of cells running wild refers to cells duplicating excessively, which is of course what happens with cancer. I am in shock that they wrote this Dex entry, and honestly, it would have been less disturbing if they just said the liquid melted your face off.
Ah, so the thumbnail wasn't a joke. Oh my god. It do be giving cancer. Lord have mercy. I thought it was a joke. Oh my god.
Next are the entries for Hisuian Sliggoo and Hisuian Goodra. While some regional variants are available in Lumiose, Sliggoo and Goodra are not at the time of making this video.
No! Bitch, I love them! Where the fuck is Goomy? My Baba Goomy. Does it not have a Hisuian form? I forget. I forget. No, it doesn't. Should've.
However, they still have Dex entries hidden within the code of the game, which was not the case in Scarlet and Violet. Therefore, these are their second ever Dex entries after Legends Arceus. Hisuian Sliggoo's entry reads, the iron in Sliggoo's drinking water turned its shell metallic. The Pokemon doesn't come out of its shell on sunny days. In the Legends Arceus entry, Professor Laventon suspected the iron in the drinking water was the reason for the shell, but now that is regarded as fact. Additionally, I just think it's kind of cute that it doesn't come out of its shell on sunny days. It's a true gamer.
Not the gamer glasses. not the MLG glasses.
Then Hisuian Goodra's entry reads, if anything bad happens to it, Goodra retreats into its shell and bounces around like a rubber ball, knocking down trees and boring into mountains. This is hilarious. It's terrifying, but it is funny to think about. Mega Frostlass's entry reads,
it boings! Oh my god, boinging! Oh my lordy. I love Mega Frostlass. She's so pretty. She's so so pretty. Look at this beautiful queen. I love Mega Frostlass. Look at her.
This Pokemon can use eerie cold air imbued with ghost energy to freeze even insubstantial things, such as flames or the wind. What? How is that even? You know what? I shouldn't have given
The wind? Girl, how you doing that? I know I called you a queen, but like, how you that much of a queen? How the fuck? Oh my god, they are so tangled up. They tangled my hair. The cables in my headphones are so tangly. Oh no, they tangled my hair. No, how the fuck did you do this? What the fuck? Girly Pop, what the fuck? Girl! How you doing this? What the fuck? But how you freezing the wind? Like, what the fuck? How you doing that, girl?
Mega Houndoom so much crap for the charcoal thing.
Yeah.
Although ghost energy is a loose enough term that you can kind of justify it, whereas like charcoal is an extremely specific term and thing that Mega Abomasnow's first ever Dex entry reads, the buds on its back have sprouted into impressive icicles that can whip up massive blizzards of -22 degrees Fahrenheit.
Compared to the sun, that is pussy material. That is weak energy. Compared to the sun, small dick energy.
Two weird things about this. The first one, the buds sprouted into icicles? That is not usually how either of those things work. And then secondly, in the same city as Mega Pyroar blasting flames almost twice as hot as the surface of the sun, the blizzards are just -22 degrees Fahrenheit? Like, don't get me wrong, that's cold, but it's normal cold. Vostok Station in Antarctica is colder than that year-round and holds the record for the coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth, -128 Fahrenheit. Mega Abomasnow is then made even more underwhelming when you look at a Dex entry for another Ice-type Pokemon that you can get in the same city that isn't even a Mega. Many of Aurorus's Dex entries,
Okay, but that makes sense. She's extinct.
including its ZA one, say the diamond-shaped crystals on its body expel air as cold as -240 degrees Fahrenheit, surrounding its enemies and encasing them in ice. Regice gets even colder, down to -328 Fahrenheit. In short, Mega Abomasnow, man, what are...
Okay. Regice makes sense. Regice is a legendary or a mythical, whatever the fucking term for this one is. Aurorus also kind of makes sense. It's extinct. It's from long ago, but that still doesn't give Abomasnow this much right to be so fucking weak as a Mega when it comes to cold.
Down to -328 Fahrenheit. In short, Mega Abomasnow, man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're a Mega Evolution. Come on, up your absurdity. Hisuian Avalugg is another regional variant with a brand new Dex entry in the code, even though it is currently unobtainable. Its entry reads, with its icy jaw, it swiftly plows across snowy fields and mountains in search of nutritious vegetables that people have stored in the snow. Due to its sharp teeth, I expected it to be a carnivore, but that's wrong. It likes its veggies.
He is a healthy boy.
Emolga is another Pokemon with a subtly changed Dex entry. Its black version entry reads, the energy made in its cheek's electrical pouches is stored inside its membrane and released while it is gliding. The ZA entry is word for word the same, except they add the word patagial in front of membrane. This is a new word for me.
Patagium. Patagia.
Patagium?
You know we're gonna learn some new shit if even MNJ TV doesn't know the word. We're gonna learn some new shit today, people. This is educational.
Patagium? Good to know. Patagial means related to a patagium, and a patagium is the fold of skin.
Are we learning 2 words? Oh my god. We are educational today, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Connecting the forelimbs and hind limbs of some tetrapods. Such as flying squirrels. Look at that! Pokemon teaching me a new science term. And hopefully you too. By Mega Chandelore's entry reads, one.
Oh, that was an interaction reminder. Whoever did this is not cutting them right. I'll have to fix it. Like, it's the beginning sections that they're not doing right. I'll fix it when... I'll fix it for them when I've watched this.
One of its eyes is a window.
Chandlo! My baby! I love Chandlo with all my heart. I'm so happy it got Mega. I love Chandlo. I want to hug it. I love it. Huggy.
Linking our world with the afterlife. This Pokemon draws in hatred and converts it into power. First off, drawing in hatred and converting it into power? Sounds like Mega Chandelore's about to win a major political office. But secondly, this Dex entry points out,
Oh my god, these jokes are landing. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, he's upped his jokey game. Holy shit.
the fact that Mega Chandelure only has
Aw.
one glowing eye, compared to two.
I'm glad that they made Mega like a lot of these Megas are hit or miss. Definitely. But I'm glad that they kept Mega Chandelure just as like a fucking chandelier. But like a more grande chandelier. Nothing too absurd. It's just a bigger chandelier now. I like it.
In its regular form. A subtle design choice that I think is interesting. It seems the glowing one is now the window into the afterlife, and I guess that, like, takes a lot of energy.
I mean,
So
yeah.
you can't have two of them. What are you gonna do? Two windows? Don't be ridiculous. Aerodactyl
Hell no.
is another Pokemon with a subtly changed entry.
Oh?
Its Fire Red entry says it was regenerated from a dinosaur's genetic matter that was found in amber.
Did they do
It
it?
flies with high-pitched cries.
Did they do
ZA changed dinosaur to pterosaur. And the dinosaur nerd in me, who got the
Oh my god, I'm so happy they actually changed it. Oh my god. I'm guessing Michael is going to explain it, but like, oh my god, I'm
ultimate
so
book of dinosaurs at
happy.
age 6 is thrilled. Aerodactyl has always been inspired by pterosaurs. The dactyl in its name comes from pterodactyl. And pterosaurs are not dinosaurs. From Wikipedia, pterosaurs are often referred to by popular media or the general public as flying dinosaurs. But dinosaurs are defined as the descendants of the last common ancestor of the Saurischia and Ornithischia, which excludes the pterosaurs. Finally, 20 years later,
What? Yes, Jesus.
they get the taxonomy correct. Mega Steelix's first ever Dex entry says, to protect itself from opponents' attacks, it uses magnetism to control pieces of its hard outer shell that have flaked off. I always thought these orbiting pieces were really cool, and now I finally know that they're flakes of Steelix's shell, which I think is pretty interesting. Sure, it's not the most fascinating Dex entry in this video, but I like Mega Steelix.
It's still fascinating. It doesn't need to be absurd or outlandish or dark, but it's still fascinating and I love it. And it also explains what the fuck it is.
So I wanted to include this.
Yeah.
Mega Aggron's first ever Dex entry says, energy from Mega Evolution has turned the iron inside this Pokemon into steel armor that covers Mega Aggron's whole body. Other Dex entries discuss how Aggron eats iron, so this Mega Evolution is a literal example of you are what you eat. Next, I want to talk about Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist, and something interesting
them.
happened with them. They were renamed. Previously, their different sized forms were called small size, average size, large size, and super size. But in Legend ZA, they're now small variety, medium variety instead of average, large variety, and jumbo variety
Yeah, big boy. He gonna be rolling around the street.
instead of super. I'm telling you this partially because it's kind of interesting,
It is.
but also because it's
I didn't know they changed it, so yeah, it is very fascinating for me. I'm glad that they changed it. Variety makes kind of more sense. I don't know why, it just does.
important context for the Dex entries I want to discuss. First, medium variety Pumpkaboo ZA entry says, it was recently discovered that the different varieties of Pumpkaboo vary not only in size, but also in the size of the souls they collect. This Dex entry is explicitly stating something that was made pretty clear in the Sword and Shield Dex entries.
Oh, it was Sense. I don't really read Dex entries, so how the fuck was I supposed to know? Yeah, I definitely knew this. Definitely.
For example, Pumpkaboo's small-size sword entry says, when taking spirits to the afterlife, small Pumpkaboo preferred the spirits of children to those of adults. That is sad and upsetting.
Oh, that's why it was renamed. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also stupid. I believe children have the biggest spirits of us all.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, while small...
Definitely. Yep, definitely. I'm not gonna explain it, but you're like, yeah.
Takes kid spirits and large takes adults. Average/medium never specifies. So I guess teenagers.
Yeah, makes sense.
So what does that leave super/jumbo? In Sword, it says supersized Pumpkaboo are very partial to the spirits of people who were of similarly superior proportions. Oh, okay. But then we move to ZA, where it basically says the same thing, but words it differently. In keeping with the size of its body, this variety of Pumpkaboo takes jumbo spirits to the afterlife. This is a less delicate way of putting this, because, yeah, while it never specifies the size of the person's body, Sword already did.
It's fat people. There's a Pumpkaboo that specifically takes fat people. Pumpkaboo that specifically takes fat people. Are you kidding me? I just...
Which means that this game is straight up calling people jumbo. Mega Phalanx.
They're calling fat people jumbo. Oh lordy.
Phalanx's Dex entry says, Mega Phalanx has taken on the ultimate battle formation, which can be achieved only if the troopers and brass have the strongest of bonds. First off, greatest Mega Evolution ever made.
Hell yeah.
Secondly, this
That's
Mega
cool.
needs so many bonds to work.
Yeah.
Like, there's the trainer with the Pokemon, but the Pokemon is 6 little guys. So it's like, is that one bond with each individual trooper and then the brass? But now also the troopers have to bond with the brass each individually. Like, oh my god, that had to have required so many team building events. I can't imagine how many ropes courses they had to do. Mega Chestnut's Dex entry says, it has fortified armor and a will to defend at all costs. Both are absurdly strong. That is so badass. If only I could have used it. Mega Drampaw's Dex entry reads, Drampaw's cells have been invigorated, allowing it to regain its youth.
That's it, youthful? That's it, youthful? 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 It had youth?
It manipulates the atmosphere to summon storms. Hold on. Okay, obviously Drampaw are inspired by elderly people. Its name rhymes with grandpa. But not all Drampaw are old.
Yeah.
Maybe that would work if they were this ancient species that never died but could not
Yeah, I always thought that Drampas were that. They couldn't die. But they couldn't reproduce. They were just there. No. No, they're not. It's so confusing. What do you mean they have youth suddenly?
reproduce, but they can reproduce. There's both male Drampaw and female Drampaw, and it's in 2 egg groups. So you could hatch a Drampaw in another game, bring it into ZA immediately once home is connected, and then Mega Evolve it. So a Drampaw that is minutes old would regain its youth.
You're gonna turn back into an egg. You're gonna turn back into an egg.
And yet that still makes more sense than the charcoal thing.
Why the fuck? video. What the fuck? Why is it just gone on to another video? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't have the autoplay on. What the fuck? Get your ass back.
I went through every Pokedex entry in
Where did it go on to? Oh. There's an interaction reminder right at the end. Who did that? Brood. But yeah, somehow it makes more sense than the charcoal because, you know, the charcoal is just too fucking specific, but it's fiery breath. But, what the fuck? The Kim Kardashian comment is the Kim Kardashian. Don't do my girl. Where is she? Where is she? Why is he not showing up? Don't do my girl. Don't do my girl like that. Where is she? Where is my girl? No, not you. Wait, maybe. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Don't do my girl like that. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve the Kardashian comment. She don't fucking deserve it. Look at her. She's far more beautiful and definitely not full of plastic at all. My lord.